Hi, I'm Michelle Adkins, sales manager at Lake Lawn Resort, and I work with religious groups.
And I'm Pastor Mike Chaplain at Lake Lawn Resort. Get to be there once a week, and we meet with staff and with guests at the resort and just provide a listening ear for anyone who would like to take advantage of that.
So, as a pastor at Lake Lawn, I've known you for several years. What do you think the value is of pastors bringing people in to Lake Lawn Resort?
Yeah, as someone who pastored in the local church for 30 years, the clear value to me is when you're in a church setting, we're people of habit, right? And so we all have certain expectations. When we're in a certain area, and so when people came to our church, they had a certain way of being, and I really felt like at least once a year it was especially our leadership board, to get them off site and to get them away from the different things that they were used to, especially their family or whatever their normal was. And so that, especially when we would come on Friday night, I always felt like you're kind of helping them to let the air out of all the stuff that they bring when they're there. And then on Saturday morning when we would start, it felt like you had a fresh sense of starting. And there's no place better to do that than Lake Lawn Resort with all the things that we offer out there. And I think that any place is going to be good and that you can help people to get. But if you have an environment like Lake Lawn and then all the resources that we bring, it's just so much more. And I'll pause there because you're the expert on what we bring at Lake Lawn. Share some of the things that make Lake Lawn so great for a group.
The lake, the walking path, just being able to, you don't have to go outside if you don't want to. It's all a big circle with windows and the beauty of the lake and the trees, and it's just a very lovely environment to decompress in.
Yeah, a big circle.
Big circle, yeah.
Which means there's a lot of things. One of the things that I think is lovely is we got some rooms that are good size. And so if you want to have your group in one of the rooms, they got fireplaces, a lot of them. It was such a cozy place. When our family was there, we would just sit around the fire and talk. And
Right.
so to be able to take a group there and sit and just talk about whatever topic you've chosen for that weekend. And I'm sure at Lake Lawn we can help with that if they like.
Absolutely. We have 32,000 square feet of meeting space total.
Okay.
So we can customize and do anything that you would like to plan, and we can also give you ideas.
I was talking with our gals in the group sales last week when we were there, and what amazes me is the different kind of settings we have. The former room, the great room,
Yep.
and then it creates one type of environment. We got the rooms that are on the lake that are absolutely beautiful and create a certain atmosphere. Then we got the huge ballroom
Right.
for large group settings.
Whether it's a large or a small, we have something for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And I really do think that there's just amazing value. There certainly was for me, and taking a group and getting away. And I think one of the things that we also offer is you can plan your weekend if you want to do it yourself, or you can call us and we can work with you to schedule everything out. However a group wants to do it, we can probably work with them, right?
Well, and it just builds your team, your church.
Okay.
It just builds each other, and people get to know each other in an intimate, off premises. So you can see when they first come in, a little bit of stress, worrying about, the family and leaving the family. But by the time they're gone, they're just smiling and happy. And so they can go home and be the people that they know they are.
Yeah. One of the things that I've been amazed by in hearing stories about Lake Lawn is the people who come and say, we got to come back. What kind of stories do you hear from groups? I bet you've heard that kind of thing many times.
They all want to come back.
Do
And
they?
they come back with their families. So whether it's they have like the marriage retreat there, then the women want to come back for the women's retreat or the men's retreat, or they just want to bring their families, because we have loft rooms where it's 2 queen beds downstairs and 2 twin beds upstairs. So you can have the whole family, or if you're looking to save some money, We can put, whether it's a women's group, 4 women in one room, and they can share the cost. So it's cost effective.
Yeah, that reminds me of the women's group that came and did a spa weekend. I think they come once a year, don't
They
they?
do.
Why not do that with your
There's
church
70
group?
of them. They love the spa. They love the spa. We have 10 treatment rooms,
Yeah.
and our manager is amazing at the spa. She just customizes and will do whatever you need. And everybody that works in the spa is amazing.
Yeah. And if you got a men's group, come golfing. We'd be happy to set up a golf weekend for you, right?
Yep, men can go to the spa too.
True. I love a good massage.
Yeah.
Oh, am I supposed to tell people that?
We have any type of boat, pontoon,
Yeah, we do.
kayaks, wave runners. So there's so much to do.
Or if you want to go fishing, we'll set you up to fish also.
Absolutely.
Whatever your group wants to do. But I think the key thing that we're trying to say here is it's a place to get away from the rituals, the normal patterns of life, really set that aside. And we're going to resource that in any way that we can as a resort to help people have a great time. But the real value in it is the opportunity to set the normal things aside and just get away with the people that you want to build your life around that you value.
And it's peaceful.
It
You know,
is.
it renews your soul.
Yeah, it certainly does for me when I come out there. I love working out there. What do they do if they want to book something?
You can go online under Lake Lawn Resort and go under gatherings and create an RFP under the religious. Scroll down and it will be under the religious groups, and then you can fill that out, or you can email me at M for Michelle, Adkins, ADKINS, at Lake Lawn Resort, and I would be happy to assist you in any way.